Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm so excited. I just received the KKW Contour sticks in the mail yesterday. I wanted to do a first impressions kind of review, but then I was also thinking, I actually subscribe to Kim Kardashian's, let me pull it up, to Kim Kardashian's app. And she actually has a tutorial on her app of her using her contour sticks only. Like, she doesn't use any other product, she just uses her contour sticks and does a full 5-minute kind of quick glam routine. So I was like, what if I actually watched the entire tutorial, kind of studied it a little bit, and recreated every single step. So every single step she did, I recreated it step by step to see how I liked her 5-minute routine and how I liked the contour product. So I thought that was a cool idea. If you guys want to see my thoughts on this product, if it's worth the money, if it's not worth the money, then make sure to keep on watching to see the tutorial and my thoughts. So let's get started. So I have the tutorial pulled up on my phone. I'm not gonna be showing you guys the entire video, but I am gonna be watching it as I do the tutorial. So I'm really excited to get into this. I'm hoping I love these. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. So I don't know, but I'm gonna try step by step what Kim Kardashian herself does, and we'll see if it works out for me using her contour sticks. So she said that she's not wearing any foundation or concealer, but she has flawless skin, and her skin, her face matches her body, but obviously mine doesn't. My face is like a super ghost right now, so I am actually going to prime, foundation, and conceal. I'm gonna just go in with the Benefit Professional, just a little bit on my pores. So in the video, the only thing that she does is moisturize. So I'm actually gonna use the Urban Decay Rehab Makeup Prep. This is the Hot Springs Hydrating Gel. I am gonna take a good amount. I love this because it makes you look super fresh. That's what I love about this moisturizer. Since it is a gel, you get that beautiful fresh look, but without the greasiness. Okay, so I actually picked up the medium kit, and this is what the stick looks like. So one thing I noticed about these sticks is, I know everyone has said this already, but I'm honestly, you guys, I'm shook. Like, as soon as I saw this in person, I was like, seriously? Like, that's how much product you get? I know the reason why it is such a small product. She said that it's because she likes to use it as eyeshadow, as inner corner highlight for the highlight one, lip liner, lipstick, contour. Like, she wanted to really make it a versatile product. So in order to make it a versatile product, you kind of had to make it a bit smaller so that it can fit. But I do feel like the price should have reflected that. I feel like for $50, you do get small amount of product, but honestly, as I'm saying that, I'm realizing for $50 US, you are getting a small amount of product, which I do agree, it's a bit like makes your head turn, but you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 shades for 4 different purposes, and you can, multi-purpose it. But you're also getting a tool. And I feel like this is the game changer in terms of the price. I don't know if that justifies it necessarily, but I mean, it sure as hell sweetens up the deal. So it also comes with a highlight. So you have the highlight stick that's matte, and then the shimmer one. So I am starting off with blending some Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 6.5 all over with a damp beauty blender because I need my face to match my body. So now I am going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium. And I'm gonna apply that underneath the eye, on the nose, and bring that all the way up. Picking up the Sigma 3D HD, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that. And I'm also going to take it up the sides of my nose. All right, so the first step that she does is apply the matte highlighter side underneath the eye, and I'm gonna kind of do it the same way she did. She didn't apply too much product. Down the center of the nose. I believe she put some here on the chin, and also brought a little bit up here. And she doesn't blend it out right away. She goes ahead and applies the contour, and she takes the lighter medium shade and applies it on her nose. I typically don't do that. I'm gonna do it today, even though it's taken me outside of my comfort zone. I feel like it's just too strong of a nose contour for me to like straight up put some, but I'm gonna do it. So she does use the dark shade, which is what I just used, but I am mixing it a little bit in with medium since I am, I think, like paler than her. And I'm also going to bring it up these sides. She kind of brings it down here. I am taking a little bit of the medium and going over it a little bit. So far they're applying pretty smoothly, which I'm happy with. And she does mention how she likes to go in a 3, so up here, over here, and then right along here. So she just goes ahead and swipes it in a circular motion. She said that she likes to do the forehead first. This kind of like 3 motions. So it's actually blending out nicely. I don't know if you guys can see, okay. And I'm blending it into the hairline, which she also mentions that she does too. I always do that. And I think the key here is not pressing down on the product too much, or else you are going to move it around too much. Whatever's left over, she goes ahead and blends out her cream contour on her nose. And when she does that, she just kind of like swipes it right into her eye, kind of to her crease. So I guess to add some definition. Whoa. Okay. That actually blended out really good, and I'm shocked. I don't know, you guys, because normally, I mean, you guys see like my little cream bronzing routine all the time in tutorials, and I just can't get away with applying it straight to the face and blending it out. I find it's just too harsh, and sometimes it doesn't blend out nicely, but this is just blending out really nicely, and that nose contour looks so natural. Like, I'm very picky with my nose contour, and it looks very natural. Only thing I can say is this matte highlight here, I feel like I should have already blended. It's been sitting too long, but I mean, that's what she does. So now she moves on to blending out the highlight, but with the sponge side, and she mentions that she wets it. I actually already wet mine underneath the sink, but it feels still pretty dry. I don't think it wets well underneath the sink. So I'm just gonna use a little spray and wet it, which is how she did it. She just kind of sprayed some wetness on there, and let's blend out the highlight. Yeah, the highlight's not blending out too well. But I feel like it's been sitting there for too long, you know? And I noticed that I feel like this is too short of a sponge, because I'm getting, you see this line? It's the line from the brush. So you kind of have to like do this instead of like this. I don't know. But it's actually blending out pretty good considering it's been sitting there for a while. I think the key with the highlight shade, because I've seen some people have difficulty blending it and it looking clumpy. I think the key with that is not over applying too much product. I'm actually going to take whatever's left over on this from the Tarte and go in. Just going to do a little bit of extra blending in this area. So something I thought was so awesome was she actually uses the contour stick as a lip liner and lipstick. So she takes the lighter side and she just kind of outlines it. Says it makes her lips look bigger, which, wow, I can definitely see that. Oh yes, Kimmy, you are hooking us up with the tips here. I mean, I'm overlining mine a little bit. And then she takes her finger, she said, and just kind of blends it down. Oh, okay. So then she takes the darker side, which I thought this was really cool as well. She's kind of known for having the brown smoky eye underneath, so this is a way that she does it. She kind of just takes the dark side and applies it right underneath the eye, all the way, which I love because you guys know I love a smoky eye. And then she also takes it into the crease. This should be interesting to see how this goes. She just takes her finger and blends it out. These are super creamy. Like, I will say, very, I don't know, just very creamy. But she just takes her finger and just kind of, so she says she uses the darker side. For me, it's just because I'm a bit lighter, I'd probably do this, but with the medium side. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of the brush and go through there. Her under eye looks way darker than mine, so I'm just going to apply more of that dark shade and then just blend it out a little bit. This is the Morphe E27. So now for the shimmer highlight, she said that she puts it right down her nose, right on top of her lip. And then she also takes it and puts it on the inner corner, which this was, again, why she made the product so like small, was so that it can fit in these inner corners easily. And then she takes the matte highlight, which I also thought was a really cool idea. And again, this is why like she made the product so small. She applies it in her waterline, which I really love that. You guys know I love using a bright shade in the waterline. Look how bright it just makes your eyes pop. She also said depending on the mood she's in, she'll either put shimmer or matte on the brow bone. So I'm just going to apply the shimmer one because I love a little shimmery brow bone. She also mentions how she'll take the shimmer and put it on her collarbone, which I love doing that too, and she will bring it down her shoulder. And finally takes it on her cheeks just like this, which of course we can't forget. I normally would apply some right here, but she actually doesn't do that. So we're gonna skip out on it. And we are taking our finger to blend that out. So I like this highlight shade. It's a bit too cool tone for me. I would prefer if it had a little bit more of a golden undertone, but it serves its purpose. It actually does really look nice and dewy. So she mentions how she will apply a little bit of translucent powder so that she doesn't look overly shiny. So I'm just gonna take some of the NYX HD kind of setting powder and just apply a little bit. I'm not gonna apply too much. All right, so that is pretty much it for what she does, but I of course have to do a little bit extra work. I need to fill in my brows. She naturally has like, you know, full beautiful brows, but I need to put on some brows and I need to apply some mascara. In the tutorial that Makeup by Mario did, he actually mentioned that sometimes they keep it just like this and then sometimes they do add a little bit of powder on top. So I guess that part is kind of optional, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows and pop on some lashes and I will be right back. All right, so that is it. I just finished. I ended up not putting on falsies. I just went ahead and used some mascara. And really cool tip, I just like was kind of playing around. I really wanted to make my lashes look more natural. I mean, I wanted to have like the volume a mascara gives, but I didn't want that dark black mascara. So what I did was take the darker side of the contour stick, put some on my finger and just put some on my lashes. And it ended up giving my lashes this really fluffy, natural look. And it ended up taking away some of that dark blackness. So I really like that. Anyways, I didn't apply falsies. I just did my brows, a little bit of powder highlight, powder bronzer, and that's it. So let's just quickly review the little 5-minute tutorial. I actually really liked it. I feel like I'll be using it. The only thing is I'll kind of put my own twist to it. Let me know if you guys actually want to see this same 5-minute bronze and natural makeup routine, but kind of my twist on it and how I would do it, my techniques, then I can definitely do that. But in terms of the products, I want to give you guys my kind of final review. I was actually really surprised. I really enjoyed it. Not that I mean, initially I was like, oh, for sure I'm gonna love it. It's Kim Kardashian. It got Makeup by Mario's stamp of approval. I'm like, for sure I'm gonna love it. But then I seen a couple videos of some people not really liking it. So I was just a little bit on the fence. But in my personal opinion, I love how these products performed. I love how they look very skin-like. They don't look like you're wearing a mask on the face. They look very, very natural. They blend out beautifully. The only thing that I wasn't impressed with was the matte highlight. I'm not sure if it's because I kind of let it sit on the face for too long, but in my opinion, it just didn't blend out that great, and it did look a bit dry, but that's typically anyways why I don't like using a matte stick crayon highlight like that. I just never do, but I really, really love the tones and the shades of the medium kit. I feel like it's perfect for me. I really, really enjoyed it. I did like the shimmer highlight. I just found it was a bit too cool tone, like a bit of like this silver undertone, which I wished it would have more of a gold undertone. So that's like the only thing. But other than that, I love, love, love these products. When it comes to the tool, I really enjoyed the Kabuki. Like really did. I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you guys because I don't know, again, I'm picky when it comes to tools and cream contour. I'm picky with it. And I really love my e.l.f. Cream Contour 103 brush. You guys know I love that brush. So I was like, how's this gonna be compared to that? But I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I did not like the sponge. A bit too small to work with. It was kind of impractical in my opinion. A bit too hard. It didn't get wet very well. I feel like the only thing the sponge was good for was like if I needed a little bit of blending here and there, I would just be like, oh, okay. Like, you know, and just go in a little bit. So that's pretty much the only thing it was good for. But other than that, I really liked the Kabuki part. I feel like all in all, I do love these. I will be using the contour stick more than the highlight stick, I feel like. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this entire look turned out. It's super natural. Right now I'm so tempted to throw on a lip liner and some liquid lipstick, but I'm gonna rock it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, thumbs up if you want to see me do this same 5-minute routine, but my spin on it using my products and like my techniques. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.